Hello, my pretties. Time for another Let's Play type thing. This time we're playing Muramasa, the Demon Blade. It was one of the few relevant, somewhat worth it, third-party developed games on the Wii. It came out back in 2009. Part of me is wondering what the imagery means here, with the big, long, throbbing sword. Yeah. This game was developed by George Kamitani and his company Vanillaware, who are best known for a couple of PS2 games, one called Grim Grimoire, I think it's called, and another called Odin Sphere, which is, as some people might know, is actually one of my all-time faves. And in North America, this game was published by Ignition Entertainment, who have also published such great, wonderful games such as Obscure 2, aka Monsters Chase College Students, Oh Boo Hoo, and an odd little DS game called Tornado, which is an odd game where you play as this little cat creature and you fucking try to... All the possessions of Earth were stolen and put on another planet, so you have to use this tornado machine to suck it all out and fucking take it back to Earth. It's weird. But anyway, Muramasa was known in Japan as Oboro Muramasa, the Demon Blade. And I'm gonna do new game. The Vanillaware symbol. These are your difficulty settings. You have Muso and Shura. Shara? Yeah, it's basically normal and hard. So I'm just gonna go with Muso, because I don't feel like proving anything. And you have your two choices of the story of Momohime or the story of Kisuke. Basically, Kisuke, amnesiac ninja, and Momohime, possessed princess. I'll start with Kisuke, the ninja scroll of the Demon Blade. So we're in tutorial now. We will now explain how to... Yeah, thanks. No, I've played this game before. I think I can get it down pat. It's going to take me a little bit of getting used to, because it's one of those weird games where you jump with up. You know, you press up on the control stick here. I've got the Wiimote nunchuck set up. You can double jump and slow fall by holding up. It only happens for a short time. As you can see, eventually you drop. And you can fastball. Kind of like Smash Brothers kind of fastball. The game actually plays somewhat similarly to Odin Sphere, in that everything's kind of like on a flat 2D plane, and it's a lot of button mashing. And yeah, you can, when you're in combat, you can like do up thrusts, side thrusts, and down thrusts and all that. How do you... There we go. And yeah, it's all kind of crazy nonsense. That little baseball diamond in the corner next to the candle that's kind of going to third base for some reason, that is your experience bar. These souls, the more you collect, they're meant for forging blades and doing other leveling up kind of things. You buy items, you know, they help you by giving you either soul power or health or both. And, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like Odin Sphere, it's very much a hacky-slashy, very button masha mania. And the story's less substantial than Odin Sphere's, I can say that. I won't get into too much detail, because honestly, I don't remember. But Kisuke here is, like I said, an amnesiac ninja who ran away from his clan. He's in love with this princess. I don't know. We'll get into it more when the time comes. Being a Japanese game, the only language option here is... oh yeah, if you find these little sparkles on the ground, you pick it up and you get an item. Sometimes they're nice items, sometimes they're not. Like, I got a healing pellet, which is kind of nice. Up in your right-hand corner, that's your item quick select. You can hit down on the Wii whatever. Like here, I'll use a bamboo flask. It restored my health, but we have a fullness meter, so basically I can't eat anything else until that thing goes away. He's in love with this princess, he's out for revenge, he's blah, 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 blah. There's a bunch of, like, secret techniques and, like, parries and stuff, but I find that just kind of absolutely going crazy with the, blades works just as well. As you saw earlier, the blades can break, and when they break, you can still use them, but they're only about, like, 20% of their normal efficacy. Basically, you have to sheathe them until they magically fucking restore themselves due to soul power and stuff, because these are magical swords that feed on human blood, not unlike the ciphers from Odin Sphere. Basically, all I ever do is, like, I just kind of knock them up into the air and then just kind of zip right by them with sideward thrusts. And then, you know, drill them into the ground. There's, like, other moves you can do, like that, which is kind of like a, you know, you hold down the A button to block attacks, and then, you know, you can, like, perform a flip to counterattack. You can do a down swipe, up swipe. Or you can just mash A until you do the same fucking combo like 18 million times. Though, as you can see, the game actually looks really nice. Samurais are pains in the ass because you actually have to just wail on them until their swords go bye-bye. And I got another healing pellet. The healing pellets heal you without filling you up. So they're actually kind of a nice option sometimes. Looks like, how do I get the map screen? I'll go with the short blades. Okay, there's our map screen. Doesn't look like it goes very far. Looks like we're almost at our destination. There are random shacks where you can, you know, steal the treasure they're in. I gotta get more bamboo flasks. Oh, lordy me. More ninjas. What do you know about that, eh? If enemies have projectiles, you can slash your sword at them to kind of knock them back like a counterattack. And as you can see, it does get a little tough to see your character from time to time because it gets very, very clusterfucky. What with all the flashing lights, the massive thrusts, the manly thrusts, all the shurikens running around, the explosions that come later. And in the midst of all that, you got to keep track of your swords. You know, you got to pick a new one when one breaks, and then this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And then you have little things like this. These enemies don't really hurt you. You just try to kill as many as you can for experience. I think they go away after a while. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. However, yep, there we go. I appear to be having trouble getting that one. As you can see, I've almost rounded first base to get to home. So I am almost about to level up here in a sec. Despite the game being extremely fucking repetitive, it's actually kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. This game is almost worth it just for the graphics and the music alone. Like, it is just a wonderful game to watch and listen to. Even though it does get a little clusterfucky slash kinda mobby slash kinda epilepsy after a while. There are certain rooms where you can just leave. Most random encounters, you have to fight through them all. But in the case of ones like these, where they just start as soon as you enter the room, you can just leave. And, you know, if you want to go back and check, you can do that. Where am I going, anyway? More healing pellets. Did I already, pass the goal, I wonder? Nope. Continue on. Lower right, that is our shit. That's our currency in the lower right. I think it goes by like hundreds, and then the golds are like thousands or something. I don't know. Like I said, the last time I played this was like fucking 2010, 2011. I tried to play it once for an LP, and it just didn't get very far. Mostly because, though I don't think of myself as, you know, an aficionado by any stretch of the imagination, I do kind of have some sort of quality assurance that I try and meet. Alright, this should be a, yep, level up. So now our health goes up, our power goes up, and we are actually able to get more swords when the time presents itself. Carrying on. Walk along this perpetual sunset. Oh, this is a checkpoint. This is where we save. Yeah. These also heal us. They're kind of like the bonfires of Dark Souls-ish. This is my original save file. Yeah, this is actually when I tried to Let's Play it once. Didn't get very far. Wasn't a very good LP, but this is almost 100% file right here. But I'll get this new one. I think it's almost 100% file. Alright, this is the boss arena. Do I have a choice, really? I mean, seriously? Let's think about this for a sec. Also, bosses and post-bosses, pre-bosses. Yeah. Yeah, he was a part of this ninja clan or something, and he left. However, he's got total amnesia. Like, this dude has no fucking idea what's going on. This is where we get our exposition. It's kind of like I said, this is again like Odin Sphere. Like, before you set out for your journeys in Odin Sphere, you talk to everybody to get your exposition. Yep. How am I supposed to remember this? I don't even remember why these skulls are on my pants. You're obviously a ninja. What gave you that fucking guess, buddy? This way. Ah. Haven't you watched any anime, dude? Skinny young boys are like the deadliest thing imaginable. Yeah, once you've talked to everybody, you can proceed to the boss. Which I think is just these three guys. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh, it's this guy. That's right, and these guys are just like, well, okay, they were. Alright, so you have a main life bar, and then you have an overall life bar. The overall life bar is on top, the sub life bar, whatever, is on the bottom. You might have noticed that when I switched my sword there, it kind of did like a little slashing effect. That is a quick draw attack thing. It's actually quite useful to get yourself out of scrapes. After a while, once you get ridiculously powerful swords, you can take out like every enemy in the room with that. Like, no joke, it's ridiculous. Like, demonstrate. Bam. See, it took off a bit of his health. Naturally, parrying attacks drops your sword's fucking health points or whatever. So, like, that did some serious damage to my Cyclone Blade here, or whatever the fuck it's called. My Kagura Muramasa. I think I'll hit myself with a bamboo flask here to keep me going. And we're flying around. We're trying to avoid this guy's attacks. This is basically the MO for about every fucking boss. It's just attack, attack, attack. Attack until he attacks you back, and then attack again. And if you hit B, you can unleash a special attack, which also... which also takes away some of your sword's health, so use them wisely. But since we're basically stuck with starter swords right now, our special attacks are pretty woeful. As evidence, that was our special attack. That was the flame move right there. Collecting swords speeds up the process of healing your swords. You can also buy items that heal them quickly too. But we're almost done with this guy. Basically, as long as you keep your hands on the attack button, you're not going to get hurt very badly. That much I remember. Of course, I am not claiming that I am skilled at this game, however, literally, I button mash, and there you go. He gives you a shit ton of souls, you level up, you get your little and there you go. And you get yourself a new sword, the Nagasone Kotetsu, whatever. With this demon blade, you can destroy red barriers. The blades you get from bosses open up new areas in the world map. There you go. And now we have foxes, because of course. We got this fox lady with the umbrella. There's a profound reason that she's here. So, she's going to introduce you to the sword maker guy. So they want to stimulate the local swordsmith market, basically. as much sense as that makes. And I think maybe he's thinking this will help him get his memory back or something. I will take a moment. We'll be back in part 2.